Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Pit and Tip Chat Show. Season 10, episode 13, apparently, is what it says in front of me. Hopefully you can all hear me and everything's working technology-wise. I've got it all re-plugged in and whatnot. If you've been watching the last few episodes, like weeks ago, this was, technology just wasn't behaving for me. So I've got it working again. Hello, everyone, and thank you all for joining. Right, so let's have a little look what's on the agenda. First, I need to apologise for not doing a stream for a little while. It's been a couple of weeks since we last had a stream in the evening. I've just been absolutely hectic. You know what it's like at the minute, with shows coming out my ears, basically, and the kids were even home for a week. That really threw things off. So yeah, I just need to say sorry for not being around. Kind of still here. If you need me, message me, you know where I am, but I haven't been able to do some streams. But we have been catching up on loads of work, and I feel like I'm somewhat getting, not ahead of myself, but I'm almost at a place where I can sit down and go, God, I've got 10 minutes to think, which will be nice. And we've even released a couple of short videos on the YouTube. Apparently we hadn't released anything for probably a few months, maybe 9 months or something, someone did mention. So it was like, oh, okay, I better get that going again. So we have started doing some more videos and trying to shoot some more footage. And as you can see, the leaf cutters are getting well into their leaf at the moment. Yeah, they're growing really well, doing really well, recovered really well from their escapade out and about. And yeah, they seem to be really good. We're going to probably be expanding them in the next few months, maybe before Bristol, if I can get it all done. I want it to look good, you know what I mean, which means I got to commission the piece and get it to fit properly. So yeah, I might leave it till after the Bristol show, just because that's coming up quite fast now, and then it will just look a bit better, rather than a rushed job, you know what I mean? Because I am a nightmare for just rushing into things and just, that would do. But we want it to look nice because it is our main showpiece, I think. One of our main showpieces anyways. In fact, it's such a main showpiece, it's going to be, I can't say famous soon, but it has been actually featured on a Netflix series now. We are now providing ants and other animals for Netflix series filmed in the UK. We were approached by their, what do we call them? I can't remember. Not the director, but someone that works in them, basically. And yeah, it's something we've been doing for a few months. It's not been something, I've not been allowed to actually announce it, because these sorts of things you're not actually meant to announce, and I still can't tell you what it's in until it gets released, which hopefully will be later this year, end of the year, but they might release it in 25, next year. But it's really cool. It's part of the series. We're in the background and they do a zoomed in shot on the ants, and it's quite not a main feature, but it is quite a big feature of that scene, and it's really cool, you know what I mean? It's so yeah, and then there's a few other bits that we've been doing with them, which are really cool. But obviously, we can't announce any of it until it gets shown. But so these ones have been filmed, and one of our other ant colonies has been filmed as well. They say they're doing zooming up on the ants, so you can see, and you can tell it's mine as well, if you know what I mean. Because my enclosure, you see the whole enclosure there for a good few minutes, and then it's oh, okay, that's my ants. It's really cool. I'm super excited about it. I'm gonna be screenshotting it and spreading it everywhere, as you can imagine, because it's super exciting to actually see them on TV or Netflix. No, it's on Netflix, but you can see it on TV. You know what I mean? It's cool, anyways. It's yeah, and they filmed it so much better than I do. I've got basic setup here compared to what they've got, you know what I mean? They go, oh, it's a proper film company, is what you'd expect, and all the backstage stuff's super cool. It's never something I've really been that interested in until you get into it, and it's oh, okay, that's how that works. I didn't know that. And just seeing the behind the scenes stuff. I always watch the making of series. I'm really kind of sad like that, but actually watching it firsthand and being involved in it is really, really cool. And it gets us out of the office occasionally, you know. It's long days, I will say, lots of traveling and long days, but it's great fun. So, so I just went off on a bit of a tangent there. Let's. Oh yeah, I got asked earlier. Oh, there's Terry come back. Thank you everyone for coming in. There's Kathy and Ant Dorset, Anti-Social. Good evening, all of you. I don't think I've said good evening yet. Terry, you asked earlier about my own personal ants. Let's go through quickly what I've got, because it's, like I said, I haven't got many, but I have added a couple more new ones myself lately. Right, so I've got my Nikos, which go from one side of the room over the ceiling via tunnels into outworlds on the other side of the room. I've got my massive dive colony, Polyrachus dive, which goes between 3 tanks via the bridge. We've got this leafcutter colony, which is obviously doing really well. We've got a trapjaw colony there in a natural setup. We've got a Lasius niger, large Lasius niger colony there. We've got Diacama reductum, which is the Asian bullet ants. We've got Camponotus cosmic, those ones. We've got another colony of Polyrachus dives there, because they're smaller and like I'm growing them to just be awesome. I've got a colony of Tet bees, and then recently I've added a Canibera diversa queen that I'm going to keep and grow myself. I've added a second colony of Nikos that I'm growing up, and I've added a Mesobarbarus colony and a Mesomuticus colony that I'm keeping for myself. Really annoyingly, so I put the Mesobarbarus colony in one of our tubs and tubes setups. I put the barrier on it, and obviously with our barrier, because it's alcohol based, you need to leave the lids off and let it air out. Otherwise your ants will get drunk and possibly die. You don't want to do that. So I left the lid, like I let it air out, then I put the ants in, but I left the lid off all night thinking, you know, the barrier is safe. I don't need to really worry about the lid. And let's just let it air out all night, you know, but the ants were in at this point. So I went to bed, come back the next morning, and I was sat here in my chair, and I just looked over at it thinking, oh, I'll have a look in a minute. And a spider, like a blimmin' crab claw machine, just dropped down from the top of the shelf, the next shelf above, went straight down, picked an ant up and came out. I looked in, and he's had at least 5, maybe 6 workers are gone, and it's like, oh my, I only put them in last night, and this spider's been having a feast all night. So that was quite annoying. I got rid of that spider. I don't normally bother with the spiders. We normally leave them about in the office, because it's not a bad thing to have spiders if you're going to have, like, not this time of year, but earlier in the year, fungus gnats, absolute nightmare. Loads of spiders do help. So I don't usually bother with them, but that one, I shooed him away. The other thing, obviously, we have got Roman, I don't know, like, we probably haven't even announced this because I've been so busy lately. We have a free Roman mantis. Don't know if I ever said. One just, I don't know, he was in that enclosure up on the side, and then I thought one day, let's just let him out and like let him get some of the fungus gnats. And he never bothered to go back. We put him back in once when we went away for a show, and then I opened the door and he climbed back out, and he just hangs out on the wall. Like the wall behind me is where he spends most of his time. And then sometimes he walks over to the window in front of me. But yeah, I've got a 3 Roman giant mantis. He just kind of tackles the fly population when there is some. To be fair, there's none actually. I can't see any flying about at the moment. Like I say, earlier in the year, fungus gnats are absolute nightmare. With all the soil and different bits and bobs in here, they're just a nightmare. I don't even mind saying it. Like, you're swallowing them just sat here sort of thing. So having a few things like that is quite helpful. And he hasn't ever gone into an ant enclosure yet, even though most of my enclosures don't have lids. And like the Polyrachus dive one, if he fell in there, he'd never get out, but he'd get eaten pretty blooming fast. You know what I mean? And he's never had any issues yet, so we just leave him to it. Whatever. I gave the dive colony a massive cut back actually, because it was so overgrown. Just thought, oh well, I may as well. Oh yeah, whilst I'm here, and before I forget, I put a flash sale on the website. So there's quite a few products that I've reduced by like however much percent. It's only going to be like tonight, maybe tomorrow. I'll leave it on, but it's literally just going to be a quick one. It was just going to be Mesa Barbarous to start with. And then I thought, why not do a few more items? And yeah, so if you have a quick flick through, grab yourself a bargain tonight or tomorrow, whatever. If not, they'll be back to normal price in a couple of days. All my mantises have died from age, unfortunately. Yeah, they do. That's the problem with mantis. They don't overly last long. They last like, 7, 9 months, maybe a year, and then that's that pretty much. Which is a shame, but you do get a lot of joy out of them, and they are beautiful to look at. But they're great pets as well. But yeah, I do always warn people, they don't last very long in the grand scheme of things, not compared to like an ant colony, which you can have for, if you're talking to me, a majority of my life. But anywho, I know a lot of you are here to see the giveaway that we're doing. We have some starter kits, and they will come with vouchers towards an ant colony. We're not sending an ant colony with stuff that we're giving away anymore, just because it is the way that we're going to be going with things. So we're going to be giving vouchers towards the ant colony instead. I'm just going to have a quick double check on the posts and make sure that no one else has commented and needs to be added to the giveaway. Otherwise, I could be missing people out, and we don't want to be doing that. No new comments. So cool. We're going to go with it. And then afterwards, right, so we're going to do 2 giveaways on that. There's only like 10 people involved. You've got like 50-50. No, 1 in 5. Yeah, 1 in 5 chance or something like that of winning, which is quite high, really. And then we'll do another one just for fun. We'll do another starter kit giveaway for all of you that are here right now. All you have to do is like be involved, and simple as that. We'll do a giveaway just to say thank you for coming in, really, because I like having people here. It's good to chat. So I have prepared this on our famous duck race app thingamajigger. Why does it keep doing that? Every time I click on this screen, it jumps all the way up there. Like, anywho, so here we go. Quack, quack, quack. There we go. Right, so we have a 2-minute duck race with all the names added already. They have been added to the ducks. So there's your names, everyone who has commented on our Instagram and our Facebook post to like, share, follow the page or whatever. No, it was like and follow the page. I can't remember. Like, comment, follow the page. That's the one. Everyone that did that is on the screen right now. We'll do this twice, and then we'll do it once more with we'll get rid of names. We'll do it once more with everyone that's here right now, so they all have a chance to win something tonight. And yeah, that's the best I can do. You can't win twice. I'm going to say, if the same name comes up twice or whatever, you cannot win twice, just because we want to keep it fair. Let's just, for the fair of things, let's just say you can only win once. Obviously, once you win, I would send you a message. If I don't have you as a contact, make a message, because otherwise I have no way of getting hold of you. I have no idea who some people are. You know what I mean? So yeah, send me a message. I know, because all of these people have commented. But if you're here tonight, send me a message, and then we'll get your price rate out to you. I think that all makes sense. Yeah, cool. Oh my god! Right. So let's get this race under. I'm muting it first. Hang on. Has it frozen? Has it? Oh, it's frozen. Hold on. Right, hold on. We'll go. Get rid of it a second, just whilst I sort it out, because it has frozen. Why? Why now of all times? Technical issues. Sorry, people. Right. Start again. Haha. Take a minute. Hopefully. Yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. 2 minutes. Set. Oh no, it's got rid of the names. Hold on. Oh no, technical issues at the last moment. There we go. Yeah, right. I need to enter the names again. I'm gonna do initials because it's like playing up, and otherwise you'll be sat here waiting all night. So I'm just going to do initials. Everyone that's commented really quickly. I'll do this real quick. Why is it? It's trying to save now. I pressed the wrong button. That's typical, isn't it? I apologize for. I thought I was being so well prepared, and then no. But on another note, whilst I'm doing this, I am going to say about. I am going to talk about our Bristol event that is coming up, because it is going to be spectacular. What is it? Come on. I know it's crashed again, I think. But I might just abandon this one and go with something else, because it's not happening, is it? Oh, what? Yeah, it's just like crashed me a second time. Yeah, the technical department's awful. I need to fire someone for this. Right, okay. We'll try one more. No, I will just abandon it because it's getting ridiculous. Right. I was going to talk to you about the Bristol event, but now I'm being completely distracted. Let's just get this done, and then we'll be back on track. No, it's crashed again. Literally typing the things in. Have a backup plan. I should put some music on whilst we wait. Hold on. No. My God. Come on, you can tell I'm distracted. Yeah. We're getting there. We're nearly there. Right, that's not going to work. Right, here we go. I just got to type the names in quickly again. I've gone with a random wheel, apparently. That seems to be working. Right. Right, cool. We are on. That's right, I believe. Oh. Yeah, right. Cool. We got it. We got to work it. Right. Here we go. Yeah. Oh. Hurry up. A bit like that. Right. Share the screen. Right. Oh. There we go. Right. Apologies to everyone. Like, that shouldn't have happened. Really rubbish of me. Crap technology. I'm sorry. Right. So we're going to do this one twice, and then we'll go back to a normal duck race for everyone that's here. All you got to do is press, choose a number, and you will be in the race. Right. So I've done everyone's initials that commented on the Facebook and the Instagram post. So all I got to do is click. So here we go. good luck to everyone involved. I'm going to grab a pen to write this down as well. CWE is, I've got it here, so I may as well say it. CWE is Craig Walker I'm going to pronounce it wrong, so if you're watching, I'm sorry. Eberston, Craig Walker Eberston. I'll get in contact with you. I'll give you a message. Awesome. And then I can remove that one. Awesome. Right. So good luck to everyone for the second one. Wheel of Fortune. AG is Andy Green. Well, Andy, he can probably drive down. He lives so close. So that is our winners for the night on that one. Anyways, right, let's go. Let's set up a duck race quickly. Super fast, easy duck race. We have 8 people watching. So if you want to be involved, I'm going to put on 8 ducks. We're going to send them down the river. And if you choose a number, that's your duck. If the number's already been chosen by the time you put it out, just choose another number. It doesn't matter. Number's a number as long as you're involved, right? I'm going to give you about a minute to get in on this one. So let's have a little look-see at our ducks whilst we get involved. Like I said, all you've got to say is a number between 1 and 8, and you will be in. So we have, let's have a proper look. Yeah, host green. We have host green. We have plain duck, princess duck, sporty duck, zigzag duck, a hot duck, top hat duck, and bumblebee duck. All very, very strong ducks. They practice a lot. They race a lot in their spare time. It's one of their main passions in life is swimming. Food and swimming. So just, there's probably some food at the end. Gonna go really hard at this. Let's give it to the ducks, and yeah, good luck. Right, so let's see. Has everyone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is still available. 6 is still available. 7, yeah. 5, 6, and 8 is still available if you want to be involved. If not, we are going to get going right about now. Good luck to everyone. If it is one of the ducks that hasn't been picked, we'll just go again. Straight up, we'll just go again. Good luck to the ducks. I mean, they do work hard. It is a long race for them. 2 minutes of proper going at it with those little feet, little paddles. It's gonna be hard work. What else can I say? I used to do a bit of swimming. Really hard work. I used to go to the gym and then swim. And swimming just so much harder than lifting weights. So I don't know what it is. I suppose it's because it's like the full resistance against your body. It's really good for you. It stretches out all your muscles. If you're into swimming, fair play. But it's not actually something I've ever really got into. I used to do it a lot for competing, obviously, when I did triathlons and stuff. But it's never something I really enjoyed as I'd rather go in and lift the heavy weights, I have to say. But anyways, these ducks, they live for it. Especially the one in the top hat. He swims around and goes up and down the river, and you have to tell him, go back, naughty duck. I don't know. But good luck, everyone. I will talk a little bit more about the Bristol show and stuff like that in a minute. We have a new Facebook page just for the Great Ant exhibition as well, where we will just keep things up to date about the shows rather than having it on the Ants on the Rock page. You can just follow the shows without having to see all of my tit-tat, basically. We do 2 shows a year, and we do 2 shows a year. We do Bristol and Sheffield as the Great Ant exhibitions. they're growing in size every year. This one's going to be absolutely spectacular. We've already got big plans in place for next year's Sheffield event. Here we go. Hooray! I think that was one that wasn't picked. Oh my God. Right, go again. Yeah, that one wasn't picked. That's typical. So go again whilst I chat rubbish. Yeah, we already have things in plan for our Sheffield event next year. And you know me, I start work pretty much straight away on the Bristol event as soon as it's over. So that won't be far off either. We'll be making the events public, like date public and all of that lot, the day after the Bristol event this year. So they'll be up on the website and you can start reading information about all the new things that we got planned for 2025. Obviously this year we've worked on adding the crash area. So if you buy an animal, insect or invert, whatever, and you don't want to carry it about for the day, you can leave it with us at the crash with your ticket and you'll get your animal back. As simple as that. We'll also write down your phone number on the back of our ticket. We've added hot food suppliers are going to be with us at the Bristol event, as well as a bouncy castle, because why not? It's a family event. It's not just for us adults. This is very much a family event. Let's drag the kids along and get them excited for the things that we love, you know. So we've added them. We've always got our entertainers. We've made our face painting completely free. We used to, like, you used to have to pay for it at our events. Now we pay the face, so you don't have to. It is completely free for anyone to get their face painted, young or old, whatever. Go in, get it done, have a great time. And then get on the bouncy castle. We also have our completely free craft area for the youngins again, but if the older ones want to get involved, we're not going to stop you. Get in there, make something fun. We've got all sorts of bits and bobs that we've collected, and we do crafts with, and it's just another place to waste a bit of time away from the trade area, a little bit different. Right, let's go. Good luck, everyone. Number 2, that is Fed Deb. Fed Deb. I'm going to say Fed Deb. Spotty Duck for the win. Well done, Spotty Duck. It must have been saying that, like, that was that. If you want to send me a message on the website, Facebook, or anything like that, we'll get in contact and get that out to you as soon as possible. I'm going to write that down as well, because my memory is shocking at the minute. I won't even lie. Like, but to be honest, I'll do so many different things. It's like trying to remember what I'm doing day to day, or even 5 minutes ago. So yeah, what else we've added? The craft area. That's going to be absolutely spectacular. Like I say, loads of craft stuff. We've got some natural bits, and we've got some like paper cups and googly eyes and all the glue and stuff like that you're going to need. So that's going to be there, and again, that's completely free. We've got a hot food trader and a massive seating area. We've added a second stage, so now we don't actually have stages. Bear in mind, they're just sort of stage areas where we're going to be giving displays and lectures. Not me personally, but we have both stages booked up pretty much all day, running in tangents, so you can go to one and then there's like a little break and then you'll go to the other. But whilst that's all going on, there is other displays going on around the room as well at people's tables, so make sure that you check out them as well. I'm going to be updating the schedule probably in the next week with all the other little bits and bobs that are going on, because there is quite a lot that we've packed into the inside area as well as the outside area, because we've got both. We've got inside the hall and out on the field. It's going to be amazing. Like, my biggest event that I've ever hosted size wise, and I hope that quite a lot of people are going to come along just to enjoy it, really, because like, it's great to share these sorts of things. That's why I do it. I just want lots of people to enjoy a great day out, you know. It should be really good. Yeah, I'm super excited about this one. It's going to be really good. And then obviously I am doing all sorts of other things. So like I said, we're already working on next year's events, and for that, with our new Facebook page just for the Great Ant exhibition, we're going to be doing one of those posts, same as we did for this one. You got to like, follow and share and all of that lot, tag some friends in, and then you're going to be entered into a draw at some point, probably at the start of the year, for a whole year's pass for 2025. So you can come to both events if you like for free. It will probably be for like 2 adult tickets for a year's pass to the Great Ant exhibition, basically. So it is quite a decent one if you're into that sort of thing. I expect you will be if you're following the page. So yeah, obviously when that post goes up, feel free to get involved and share it and all of that lot. The more we can get that page shared, the better. Like, it's completely separate from my Ants on the Rock. I've been trying to keep it separate as I can, but it is actually completely separate. It's Ant Exhibition UK, which run the shows, and that is a committee-based thing that obviously I'm head of, but I don't do it all by myself. There is a team of us that make decisions and help me keep up with things with the Great Ant Exhibition, because it's a committee thing. It's not the Ants on the Rock thing. If anything, Ants on the Rock is more of a sponsor of the Great Ant Exhibition, and that's sort of how I'm trying to do it now. So yeah, we're going to keep this separate. Great Ant Exhibition, share it about. It's just a show page, and it's going to be really good. Obviously, on top of that, I now run a whole separate company doing other events and stuff across Dorset and the UK eventually. We have loads of new events that I'm planning, kids raves and all sorts, like craft fairs and bits and bobs locally. So that's really cool. I also have a page for that one called Active Days Events and Promotions. If you wanted to follow it, you're more than welcome. Like I say, we will eventually be UK wide, but at the moment I'm mainly focusing on my local area just for the ease of regular things. We're going to have events like more than once a month, probably almost every 2 to 3 weeks we'll be having events eventually, because I've managed to work deals out with 3 venues for like long-term regular contracts. One of the venue could be almost every month that will be there. So that alone is a massive jump for me, and sort of my businesses. And yeah, it's a lot of extra work, don't get me wrong. Like the other night I went to bed at like 4 in the morning and got up at 6 in the morning, and it's a lot of extra work, but it will all be good in the end. And I'm hoping as we grow we'll be able to take on some more staff on that degree as well. So that one's there. But it all helps with sort of like homing my experience as well, if you know what I mean. So I think hosting the Ant exhibitions has really taught me how to host these events. Now I'm doing all these other types of events. I'm meeting new people, making new contacts, coming up with new ideas that I can feed back into the Ant exhibition, if you know what I mean. And it all kind of works together really well. And like, I think it's a great thing for me personally. It's something I'm very proud of. Obviously, what was it? So this Bristol show coming up, 3 years ago, we held our first Bristol show. This will be our 3rd one. And that first show, everything kind of, like my transport and everything fell apart just before the show. And I ended up going up on the train, right, with a duffel bag. And literally I was walking around on foot with my duffel bag of basically everything for the show. We stayed in a tent, which was like 40 miles outside of Bristol, and then had to travel back. And it was just an absolute kind of, it wasn't a nightmare. It was all right. We made them, it was all right. But looking then and then looking now, where we turn up with like multiple cars and vans full of equipment and like loads of staff running about setting things up, and like I did that whole first one with like, I don't know, I had like 3 pieces of paperwork with me, hand-drawn map and things like that. This time, like these days, I have a entire like file filled with all my paperwork, everything that, like all my forms, everything, and I take it all now because you just never know when you're going to need it. But like we have like 3 different types of maps, and like just like the like trying to, like, I can't even explain the words I'm trying to explain. That was ridiculous, isn't it? But you know what I mean. It's just such a change in how we run events now, and I feel like we are not, we're all right at hosting them. I think we're getting good. Yeah, we're getting there. But yeah, I enjoy what we do anyways. And I love seeing, like last year after the Bristol event, I remember specifically, I was stood out front of the venue, just literally trying to catch my breath for like 5 minutes. And just watching people coming out, like smiling, and they were really happy that they had had a fantastic time. And yeah, like that for me is like, I can't even explain it, but that's what it is for me. That's why I do it all, you know, just to see people that happy and enjoying what I enjoy. And now, like that was just that was the trade show. We had a stage, we had the exhibits. We only had like 3 speakers or something, you know. So this year it's basically double that. We've really gone like, I've pushed it a little bit with this one. So we've got a hot food trader. We've even got an ice cream trader turning up. I keep forgetting to mention that. But the ice cream van will be turning up at one point and going alongside the second stage when that is empty. So that, like, let's say there's a lot of like facilitating things these days, organizing things and making sure everything flows correctly. Otherwise, we're going to end up with like traffic jam. You know what I mean? So we also have a really great group joining us at the Bristol one, Bristol Reptile Encounters. They are really good at what they do. If you want to check them out online, they've got a website. They're going to be there all day with their animals. I think we might be getting them to get on the stage just for a short thing, but I need to talk to them and really lock that in before I announce it, because it's been talked about, but I haven't got it written down, like signed off yet, you know what I mean? But we have got signed off that they're going to be there all day. We're arranging their animals and multiple staff to show off their animals to your young ones and anyone who's interested. If you've got a fear or like just want to go over and hold something, go over to them, see what they've got. And I think it's like a small donation towards the animals' upkeep, because obviously they are a charity-based thing. All the money goes towards, I don't know if charity-based thing is the right word, but all the money goes back into the animals. You know what upkeep of these sort of animals cost. And it's all for that, basically. And yeah, they're going to be fantastic. They come really highly recommended, and they'll be there all day doing their handling and stuff. Just down at the very base of the main hall, basically, to the side of the stage. Actually, if you're moving between the stage and the outside area, it's that row of tables there is going to be them. It's that sort of path straight out the door. So that will work really well. The hot food is going to be outside, obviously. So I'm praying for sunshine. But if not, basically everything is going to be gazeboed apart from the bouncy castle and the second stage, just because we haven't got this 2 massive gazebos to do them. But everything else is going to be gazeboed up. We got loads of traders outside as well, not necessarily invert traders. We got more of a sort of fun stalls and kiddie based stalls. I think there's a game stall and things like that are going to be over there. We do have a sweet stall attendant as well, with not just sweets, but you can get some fizzy drinks there, which are like not energy drinks, but just nice fizzy drinks. I think they might have panda pops and things like that this time. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, so we've got quite a wide range of other things as well as the invert show going on, because we've got a really good show base from last year, but I really felt like we needed to cater to more audiences a little bit better. Like if I was 5 years old being dragged around a trade show, I'd probably be bored as heck. So I was thinking, what can I do for those people that, you know what I mean? Or you know what's going to make more of a day event out of it, like. Then because like once you've gone round the market once or twice, you know, you might stay a few more times, you might go for lunch and then come back and see if there's anything discounted later. But you know what I mean? So I'm just thinking, what can we really do to make this sort of event really stick out in people's brains? They will make a whole day of it, maybe even make a weekend or a week of it. I know some people are traveling from like quite far away, and they're going to stay locally and make like a whole little 3-day weekend out of the local area. They go to Bristol one day, do the ant exhibition the next day, and then they go to Bath the day after, and then they go home, which sounds absolutely fantastic. There's some great stuff up there, actually, some really cool stuff. And obviously, if you're not from the local area, which I kind of am, I've been to all those places a lot, Bath is absolutely fantastic. Like the history there, obviously the Roman baths and all of that lot. Like it's really cool. And yeah, you can definitely make a whole week out of being just in the area. I mean, I was speaking to someone who is coming to the exhibition, and they went on holiday. Like they planned their holiday so that the day they're driving back, they're going to leave the site early, get to the ant exhibition on time, spend all day at the ant exhibition, and then carry on driving home afterwards. It's like fair play. That's commitment to come into the shows. That's really cool. Which it does mean a lot to me personally. Like not even like on a business sense or whatever, just personally knowing that people are enjoying it like the way that I do, and like putting that effort in to come, and you know what I mean, it's really it's heartwarming, I think is the word. I think that's the word. Yeah, I'm going to go with that as the word. Oh, excuse me for coughing, my apologies. Yeah, right, so let's have a little look on my list of things to talk about and see if I've covered everything. If you've got any questions you want to ask me, any advice that you need, someone did mention earlier they need advice. If you need anything, give me a message, give me a comment. I'll go through it in a minute. I'm just gonna check. I always write myself a little, not script, but a list of items that I want to cover on these chat shows. So I just gotta make sure I've covered it all. I'm pretty sure we have. Yeah, that looks about it. So that is basically me. I don't tend to hang about much after I run out of my list of things, because I can end up on any sort of random tangent. And those nights that we do, wow, we do. We've chatted about some really random stuff on these streams. So we're not going to do that tonight because I'm super tired and we don't know where it could end up. But look at those ants. They are absolutely smashing that down at the minute. That's dandelion leaf. They love their dandelion. We're almost alternating between dandelion, privet, and basically another type of dandelion that will grow in the garden, thank God. But yeah, they just tend to, as soon as I put the normal dandelion in, gone. Well, not quite that fast, but this fast as you can watch. Right. If I were to take out the offer of a 2-queen Nico colony, what setup would you suggest to get with it? Okay, so it's a difficult one. Like 2 queens, they're going to grow quite fast, especially now it's coming on to like summertime. It's going to be naturally warm. You don't even have to heat them at the moment. Obviously, at start, stick to a test tube setup. That is always the best way. For as long as possible, stick to a test tube setup. And I'm going to give you the same advice that I give everyone. Get a tubs and tubes kit. The minute you can't feed them in that test tube or you're struggling, get a tubs and tubes kit. We do sell premium tubs and tubes. We even sell a cheap one, I think, still on the website for like super cheap. Basically, all you need is a plastic container or a smooth surface container, barrier around the top, and put your tube in there. Take the cotton out of the blocker out and leave it just at the front of the test tube, but make sure there's a gap, but it's not inside. And that just lets the ants come out. They're going to be contained within the tube. They can within the tub, sorry. They can eat like that. They can forage like that naturally, which is going to be what you want to see as an ant keeper, yes. But it keeps them in that test tube that extra little bit, giving them that small space that they thrive in. You can then give them a second test tube, or even third, fourth. I keep them in there till, quite frankly, I can't anymore. That, to me, is the best thing to do to start with. And then really the world is your oyster. Many nests are, I'd like to say they're not specific, but it already comes down to the hydration. With Nicos, they like quite a lot of high humidity, not too high, but they do like humidity. They like it warm. So when you're looking at nests, you just, you can't see outwards. Like give me 2 minutes, wait till I get to the end of the stream. Meet me on the website, on the chat section, and I'll talk you through things. But they should be on there unless I've made them invisible somehow. They should be on there. Look at the tool. Type in tool outworld. Should be under there. Thank you, Chris. I got my dual Nikos in a black box set up with one filled with sand. They are nest and the other is in an outworld. Yeah, that's it. I mean, like I say, it's no, it's all good. Yeah, like really, when you're looking at nests and stuff, like a lot of nests are. I'm not going to say the same. They all basically do the same function as long as it's like gap, which has access to hydration, airflow. It's been made dark and has tunnels coming in and out of it, then they're probably going to nest in it quite happily. Obviously, look at the quality of build. You don't have to go with my stuff. There's plenty of stuff on the market. Look at like thickness of the filament and stuff, like the thickness of the plastic around where you're going to put the heat cable, whether it could like become damaged due to your heating, stuff like that. Most of them, like 99%, are going to be fine because obviously at shops we do test this sort of stuff. But that's the sort of stuff that actually makes a difference. You know what I mean? Apart from that, like ants just need a nice little dark space. Obviously, different size tunnels and stuff for different size ants. But you know what I mean? Nikos are quite a large, but generically large size ant. They're not like a massive ant, and they're not small like a Niger. You know what I mean? But you'll find that most nests are probably suitable for them. Mine are in a natural nest, and then they're like where they're digging their own tunnels, and then that is attached to I'd like to say about 12 foot, probably a bit longer, 12 foot of tubing that goes across my ceiling. Yeah, it's got to be longer. It's probably more like 20 foot. That goes across the ceiling and comes down the wall into a outworld, which is just a normal generic plastic outworld. You know what I mean? But then my other ones, where do I put my other ones? I know they're still in a test tube at the moment, actually. But I'm going to put them into one of our combo nests. It's, you know, it is really what you want. But look at how fast they're going to expand. If you go 2 queens, as Nikos expand fast with 1 queen, you add a second queen into the mix, they will go fast. I do have a 12-month-old Nico colony already. I just thought to you. Yeah, I mean, there you go. You know what to expect then. I'm not going to say it's going to be twice as fast growth-wise, because it's probably not. Like, there's still going to be sharing resources and things like that, but it is substantially faster, and they will continue to grow and grow and grow. So yeah, that's the main thing, is think about how easy things are to expand. I'm going to blow my own trumpet here, because why not? Why not? I've made all of ours the same height, like all the nests, the combos, and the flat outworld are all the same height. So they all slot together like perfectly, all the holes meet up perfectly, etc., etc. And they're not thin, they're not as thin as they used to be. They're 4 centimeters. So basically, once you start stacking them, they're still not too tall, you know what I mean? Like, you can fit quite a lot into a small amount of space, is my point. Because that's the main thing. When I speak to my customers, the main thing they say is, I'm running out of space, what can I do? And I'm like, well, we got to start adding more shelves, sunshine. Like in my office right now, I literally have one wall which has nothing on it, and that's because that's got the door going against it. Apart from that, we've got above the big tank, I'm going to put some shelves up there, put more tanks for the big tank. And that is it. Every other inch of wall is covered in my office, apart from the little gap next to the TV where I moved the tank out to put the TV and Xbox in there, because I realized I don't do anything but work. And like, it was like 2 or 3 streams ago, I was sat there on the stream going, I might do that tonight, actually. And then literally within 5 minutes of turning the stream off, I was sat here like I'm doing it. And I got up, I got the TV in there,
I'll be honest, I've only played Fallout 4 since I put it back in here. I haven't played Fallout or any games in so long. I've been playing Fallout 4. I'm now like level 85 or something. Haven't even done the main quest. Pretty much done everything else. Discovered every location, built everything, done everything. And now I've got to do the main quest. I'm going to get on 76 next. We got random again. I told you we go off on tangents. I'm going to go on Fallout 76 next because the missus, I come down after having a nap one day and she was like, oh, I started playing New Vegas. I was like, no, I was going to play that next. I have played them all before. Hit the microphone, sorry. I have played them all before, so it's not too much of. Oh, I forgot my coffee. I had like one sip out of that. Damn it. I haven't played them all before. I haven't played 76, so I'm going to get on 76 and have a little go with that. Yeah. But on that note, if there's any more questions or comments, please do pop them into the chat now. If not, I am going to love you and leave you. I'm going to make a little announcement on the Facebook and Instagram pages about this flash sale that we're having. Again, it's only on a few items. It's only for tonight, maybe tomorrow. We'll see. And yeah, if you've won a prize, well, luckily I know those people. Actually, that's easy enough. And yes, I will speak to you in a minute. And Terry, if you want to be there, I will be there as well on the website in a minute. No problem at all. I will try and get back to you. I don't know why I can't pronounce that. I'm like I can't even put. I'm going to say I'm tired. When my brain and my mouth don't match up, I start getting tired. And when I can't write my name, that's time to go to bed. Fed Deb. I can do it when I break it up, but it's when I speed it up. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Well, you know where I am if you need me. Massive thank you to everyone for joining in tonight, coming in for our stream. We will try and be here again next Sunday for another episode. If you need me in the meantime, you know where I am, and I will try and get a proper video done with some actual talking as well, because I've got so many ideas. I just never have the time to sit down and do them. And then by the time I do sit down, I'm like, my God, that's the last thing I want to be doing right now. You know what I mean? It's one of them. Sometimes you got to sleep. But yeah, massive thank you to everyone watching tonight. It's been great fun. Massive thank you to our sponsors, Answer Us and Valhalla Martial Arts. Absolutely spectacular, as always. Massive thank you to our Patreon supporters. If you're on Patreon supporting us, you know who you are. You're spectacular. And yeah, really, that's all. That was a great stream. I really enjoyed that, actually. So, as always from me, I will see you again soon, fans. Good night.